Tuesday morning, 8 a.m. That's time for Trash Talk. And Brandon's here and Stuart's here. And the kids are here because they're out on spring break.
I know it's weird. It's weird that spring break started on St. Patrick's Day this year.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird
So top of the morning to ya. You
because it
know,
was St. Patrick's Day was yesterday.
get your green beer out.
Well, it's over now. We're not getting the good. We're done.
Well, it's on sale now because whatever you didn't sell yesterday, you got less. So isn't it on sale now?
Hopefully you don't have any.
And have you
Um,
ever known an Irishman to celebrate just on one day?
no, but they're typically hungover, so nobody's doing anything on a
I mean,
Tuesday.
there's still green water in the Chicago River.
Yeah. But yeah, it's weird. They started it all and it's always weird to me because I swear I remember spring break being much later, like being like
In April.
maybe the end of March even. I mean, Easter's
Yeah.
on 420 this year, so Easter's on four anyway. Easter's on 420, and I look at the holidays, and I know that that has something to do. I don't know, man. I don't even know, but it's also weird here because the kids go back to school so freaking early that they're done in May. They're done in May.
Well, and also if they have spring break now in the middle of March and Easter falls in April, they're going to get a few days off for Easter anyway.
Yep.
They're going to get off Good Friday. They're going to get
Yep.
off Easter Monday, or they
Maybe.
always
Maybe.
find the like last month we had President's Day. Well, the teachers decided the Friday before President's Day was going to be a teacher conference day.
Oh, I
So
know.
so now you got a 4 day holiday.
Not to mention, just a couple weeks before that, we had some weather days. So,
Yeah.
we got yeah, but I don't know. But spring break, I remember back home in Michigan, but we used to go to school till June. So it made sense to kind of do it in April, tie the
Yeah.
two together. Man, I miss spring break. Now it doesn't even feel like anything.
No, and then spring break, once you got to high school or college and everything, you used to
Oh,
go
yeah.
away. You just get out of town for spring break.
Well, you would go with your parents. You'd be forced to go with your parents somewhere in like middle school. Then high school, you might have the opportunity to dip with your friends. I did, and then college, you would definitely go away. Now, all I got to do is figure out how to entertain Luke and how am I going to work while he's out of school. You know, we
Yeah.
don't go we don't go anywhere. It just always seems like a bad time. Plus, I'm saving. We're about a couple months from now we'll be in Disney. So for me, there's no reason to try to do two trips. Like I'm just not going to play that game.
Right. Right.
Um, but it's wild because you know spring break really sometimes it just rains the whole time in March. You know?
It depends on where you're going. Everybody always wants to head south, and you're right. But the spring is also the rainy season if you go down anywhere along the coast.
Yeah.
But I remember years ago, spring break, sometimes we would try and get out and get on a cruise ship. And
I could see that.
invariably, you'd go away for a week, 7 days, and it rained 5 out of the 7.
I would rather be somewhere away from where I am now and have it rain than be here and have it rain.
Yeah, at least you got a reason to get out of town. Or, you know, you and I have talked about this. I like going up. I want to go up into the mountains or something. So
Yeah.
if you go up and you get a cabin up in the mountains with a little porch and a rocking chair and it's raining out, so what? Take a
So
book, go
what?
out there, get your coffee, nice,
Yeah.
relax.
Yeah.
You go
Have your
some,
coffee, sit, relax,
yeah,
pour some whiskey, take a nap. Who
yeah.
cares? You know?
Yeah. I mean, like going to Disney, that's
Yeah.
that's rolling the dice. You want to get there and you want to enjoy the park every day that you're there and every minute that you're there, and then all of a sudden there's a forecast for thunderstorms all day.
But you know what the cool thing about Disney is? If it rains, there's still stuff to do.
There's
Like,
lots of inside stuff, even in the
yeah,
hotels.
Even in the hotels, they might shut down some of the rides, but you could go inside to the shops, the restaurants. You can go to the, into the hotels and experience all that. And
Or they'll sell you a slicker to wear in the rain.
oh yeah, I don't care about marching around. And you're in Florida, you expect it to rain at least,
Yeah,
every
and
day,
sometimes it'll rain, but just for like an hour.
an hour, and then it's back. I mean,
Yep.
that's just the way it
Then
is.
it's gone. And
I just
anyway,
wonder. I wonder if a lot of people this year. I'm going to say that this year there's not going to be a lot of travel. It's going to be increased travel, but I don't think it's going to be the spring breaks of what we knew in the past. I don't.
but places like Disney, it's usually always going to be
Disney is always busy, but I'm saying like people are thinking like, hey, let's go to Mexico or let's take a road trip to California. They're not doing it.
right.
I've noted, because really, honestly, for the first time in the last couple of years, I have truly noticed people watching what they spend money on.
Well, yeah, but because the cost of everything is going up. If you're driving, the cost of gas is going up. The hotels are trying to get top buck for that along the way. Even when you stop in a Cracker Barrel and everything, what used to be $5.99 is now $7.99.
It's
You know,
all going up, and I saw it. I saw it for Valentine's Day. I saw it for Super Bowl. What people were buying was vastly different than what they bought the year before. Um, they were very conservative on what they did. Maybe they bought a $30 bottle of wine before. Now they're buying a $20 bottle. Maybe they're buying a 24 pack of beer. Now they're buying a 6 pack. I saw it. I saw it with my own eyes. Now we were up we were up from the previous year, but it was different items. We
yeah,
had to sell more of those items so that we were up as opposed to the big high dollar. So I think we're going to see that. I'm curious to see what the big destination is this year. They always release the big one, and I'm curious.
yeah. Well, and I remember I think the largest am I not mistaken? I think that the largest retailer in America is Dollar General. I think they've got even more stores than Walmart, and all. But Dollar General, you always used to go in there because you'd buy, off-brand stuff, but it was really cheap. You go to Dollar General and the prices aren't quite as cheap as they used to be anymore.
Yeah, well, you've got to look at the dollar store, and then even the dollar store has added items that are $2, $3, $4, $5. Dollar General, it's like, well, generally everything's around $1,
Yeah.
and then there's five and below. But I just read that they're shutting down. Is it 200 dollar stores or something like that, or they're merging? I don't know. I read something, but people are shopping those. When you look at the like, especially this time of year for spring break, they're not. I'm not saying they're not going to the big stores to buy their stuff, but they are going to the dollar stores and Dollar Generals to buy their pool floaties, their road trip snacks. They're going there because it is going to be less expensive. It's a
And
mess. Store
yeah,
looks awful, but
and those stores too know that it's spring break and people are going to be out there paying money. So if it was 50 cents or 60 cents and they bump it up to 80 cents, it's still a bargain enough and people say they're going to stop for those snacks anyway. And the stores are using that as a vehicle to up their bottom line.
I agree. I
You
agree.
know, make
I think they're doing. And look, I see it on my end. For the traveling, I see what people are
yeah,
buying, and they are looking. For the deals, they're looking. But I've talked to a lot of people that are just planning on staying home, and just planning on doing we're going to hang by the pool, or maybe we're going to do a day camping trip or
are you
something
gonna
like that. Yeah,
yeah binge watch something on television?
absolutely.
You know,
And
no,
so that we're seeing those changes, very different than when I was a kid.
yeah, for instance, I think we've mentioned it before. I have this Gas Buddy app on my phone, and when we go on a trip, very often you just when you need gas, you go to Gas Buddy, and it'll show you all the gas stations that are
Sure.
within a 5 mile radius or something. And it's surprising how one can be 305 a gallon and another one's 287 a gallon. And so I mean, it's when you fill up, what is it? It's a few dollars difference, but every time you stop is another few dollars more. You're then looking to try and save money.
I typically go to the same gas station every time for the most part. It's my work's gas station.
Yeah.
If I'm gonna, if and they do some pretty wild stuff with gas. Not as aggressive as like say a Kroger, because Kroger does anything just to get people there, but um we will be aggressive if we have to, but we don't make money off gas. We don't. But I just want to keep the money in the family, so to speak. You know what I mean?
Well, in a lot of stores, what they do, the grocery stores that have gas, that you get points for every
Yeah,
dollar that you spend in the store. And so if you're spending $100 a week, you can save a dollar or so. I mean, usually it's what, 10 cents or 20 cents a gallon at the pump.
yeah.
And you
But I
know,
think I think for me, like if it's always less expensive on a daily basis anyway, then I don't need that point system to lure me into your store.
yeah.
But I understand it, and especially for traveling. Plus, a lot of people have chosen. I mean, flights aren't cheap anymore. Flights are
Oh,
stupid. Flights are stupid. Like it was cheaper to fly. Like when I was looking at prices for El Salvador, it was cheaper to fly to El Salvador than it was to Detroit, Michigan. I mean, what are we doing here?
it's I don't remember the airline that advertised $59 one way to London. And
Yeah, but
I'm
I'm
curious,
curious.
and they probably had one seat that was already sold, but they got your attention, and then they show you what other seats they have available that are, economical. It's all lost leaders. It's just like the grocery stores that always said, bread 39 cents a loaf. And you think, oh man, that's a great deal. You go to the store and you ain't walking in and walking out with one loaf of bread for 39 cents. You're walking out
It's
with
no.
70 or $80 worth of groceries.
We did that with pineapples. We did that with pineapples back when they were in, oh my, 79-cent pineapples. Pineapples,
Yeah.
79 cents. We didn't make any money off that. We lost money. But
Yeah.
guess
Yeah.
what? We made money other ways,
It's a lost leaders, and that's been around forever. The grocery stores, they always have the post. Look, fast food places, they always put the posters up. Their special $5 meal. And they've got burger, fries, and a drink, and all for $5. And you think that's a great deal. Well,
Uh,
you end up saying, well, I don't want that little junior burger and the small fry and the small whatever. I want I want to upsize it. Well, then all of a sudden that $5 meal is $15.
well, and I saw it, Luke and I, the other day. I was having one of my cheat days this past weekend, and we got Jets Pizza. I love Detroit style pizza. It's pricey, but I love it. But in the mail, I got one of these like welcome to the neighborhood things.
Yeah.
And it was a free 4-piece Jets pizza and a cookie, like one of the big cookies. Luke and I went to Jets, gave them our coupons, got our Saturday night meal, 2 pieces each. And they said, "Oh, you want to get anything else?" No, man, I'm out. Like, I'm literally getting my free stuff and I'm out. And you're seeing that.
Yeah.
People are going to approach that when it comes to spring break. I think we're going to see a lot more people here. I really
Yeah.
do.
Yeah. And coupons, either physical coupons like they hand you at all the grocery stores when you get your receipt, or you get stuff in the mail to lure you in to any restaurant to for us either a special meal or come in and buy this time and we'll give you a coupon for 20%
Sure.
off your next purchase. I mean, that's what advertising is. That's what its promotions and all have always been about, is to get the bodies inside the store and then let the people overspend, if you will.
Yep. Yep. Well,
But
I'm sticking around for spring break. I'm not doing anything. Luke's out of school. We're going to hang out. We might go. There's a museum I want to go to, so we might hit that up. We might go down to Dallas and get some lunch. There's a couple restaurants.
yep,
We might go to the Chinese market in Plano. It's awesome. It's huge. So yeah, just a couple fun things like that. Nothing big, low key. Try not to
Yeah.
spend a lot of money.
Yeah, and you're better off staying at home and popping popcorn on the couch at home than you are to go to the movies
Well, I
because
disagree. No, 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 no. Don't do
yeah,
that. Stop that. No, no,
popcorn and a drink at the movies is going to set you back a small,
no.
extra mortgage.
I'm telling you right now, guys, go to the movies. Go to the movies.
Well, I mean, I still enjoy going to the movies, but you know what? I go on senior day.
Is that
Because
it?
if you go on go to a movie theater like around here on Tuesdays, it's half price. So
Well,
why do I want to
yeah.
spend $10 on that movie when I can spend five?
No,
Although I'm going to turn around and spend the rest of that money on the popcorn and the drinks anyway.
I went to two movies a couple last month, back to back. Now,
Yeah,
granted, I didn't pay for two of those tickets because I'm part of that rewards club, and so yeah, inadvertently I paid, but I've
right,
just been banking my tickets, like just saving my free tickets,
right.
so that I could do that. So I went and saw Captain America. I spent $15. Why? Because I wanted the cup because I'm 7 years old. So that was $7.50, but whatever. And then I got a popcorn. But I got a bucket. I got the bucket.
Yeah,
So I'm
with
okay.
with free refills.
Yeah, but I don't want that. I was by myself. I don't get free refills.
Oh,
I barely go through the popcorn. I don't even really like the popcorn that much. I just want the bucket. And then Luke and I went on the Monday or the Saturday after to go to a movies, and I had to pay for his ticket. I brought my candy in, and we just each got a drink.
yeah.
You know, so I get it. Movies are expensive, but to me, man, I think we can't let the movies go to waste.
Well,
And
and a movie like Captain America, even if you've got an 80-inch TV in your
it ain't
living
the
room,
same. It
it,
ain't
it
the
it ain't
same.
the same as the big surround sound and the big screen. You're right. And also, we were talking about things to do on a rainy day. Perfect thing to do on a rainy day.
Ain't nothing like going to the movies on a rainy day. You roll in there, you chill. Yeah, I
Yep.
mean, it's pure entertainment. But there's a lot of fun stuff you can do on spring break, and I hope whatever everybody has a safe travel if they
Yep.
go anywhere. And yeah, we'll see
And
you
then
next time.
then come back and see us next week, and we'll talk about what we did on spring break.
There you go.
All right. Bye.